I got a lot to talk about. This is a unique episode because I'm really just speaking from the heart right now. 2025 has been a year of so many transitions, so many changes, and so many rewards for me. I'm still processing, I'm still digesting what is going on, but I'm celebrating it too. The last 9 months have been go, 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 go. And I want these last 3 months not to be slow, but purposeful. I've got a lot planned in these last 3 months, including travel, which I love to do. But more than traveling, I love to connect. I love to enhance my base of knowledge. And like I said, I've got a few topics that I want to talk about today, and I really hope that they connect with somebody. I hope that somebody listening to this episode can absorb the information that I'm talking about and it connect to them and it's relevant to them in a real way. So, like always, let's cruise the internet. I like to begin with my media platform, themodernblackman.com, where I need to put a new episode out. I need to update the podcast because I've been doing nothing but solo episodes and monologues for since 2022. I left a group and I had to create some new segments, which include Freaky Friday, that it was a pleasure hosting and doing that with my co-host Siren, Dead Presidents with one of my closest associates, someone I call Myron the mayor of DC, their unofficial mayor, Cursing Christian, which has been a pretty successful spinoff in its own right, and the Modern Minute. Those segments alone keep me pretty busy with the podcast and this YouTube channel. I've made quite a few posts in the last few weeks, and I've made every commitment that I've listed on my agenda. Um, I may possibly um, rearrange, reschedule, or change a um, stand up opportunity in December because my brothers is going to join me in New Orleans this year, is the game plan. I don't know how committed they really are to that or how serious they really take me. But I think that would be really special. It'd be the first time that family has actually been in the building while I perform. And of course, the sponsors, House of Tinks, Lavishing Lees, ladies, we love you. We appreciate you. We do it for you. We thank you. And there would be no us without you. An article that I wrote not too long ago was The Cost of Silence, specifically talking about political assassination and injustice in America and how it affects Black men. I like the work that I did. I feel quite journalistic. I feel that I wrote with a specific intent. I felt like all of the qualities of a real article were there. I really feel like I honored the tenets of journalism. And if you get a chance to read that, this is my way of humble bragging. Please do so. If you get a chance to read the article that I've written about political assassination and its effect, straight line on Black men, Black lives, Black America, I encourage you to do so. That is subtly my way of suggesting that you research or I'd rather read that article. And finally, this is just a hot deal. You know what we do. I host a segment called Freaky Friday. I have no shame in connecting people. Um, these are deals and discounts available for residents of the state of Texas that want to visit the Vegas of the South. These deals are incredible, and MGM has a resort in the Gulf Coast, uh, Beau Rivage. Um, with this deal, you get round trip airfare, a shuttle and luggage service to and from Gulfport Biloxi Airport, and deluxe hotel accommodations and a very nice hotel down south. Um, $60 in free play per guest. If you live in the DFW, you see the dates, you see the deals. For less than $600, you both would get round trip airfare and accommodations Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and depart in the morning on Wednesday so you can be back at work Thursday and Friday like nobody even noticed. If that's not the ideal package for you, there's one more where you would um, take off that work week and you could be back for a Friday, the week before Thanksgiving, and it's still less than $600. If you're in Houston, you see that you could leave on Wednesday and you could spend 3 days and surround yourself with someone that you hopefully love and care about for about $600 per, and have round trip airfare. Austin, it's the same thing. San Antonio, get with me. It's a quick weekend, those 3-day weekends. I think the best deal is if you fly out of San Antonio, really. Be there Monday through Wednesday. All you got to do is take a Thursday, Friday off. You'll be back in time to hit the office on Monday. And it's the same thing for about $650. You, your wife, or your favorite girlfriend can enjoy these accommodations. That's just a little something that I wanted to share with you because why not? 2025, all in all, has been a really fast paced year for me. I've done a lot of traveling. I've made a lot of changes and transitions. I've legitimized a lot of things. And I realized that I'm not very cryptic. I just don't say it straightforward. And that's my intention. I value my privacy. I value the life that I've created, the relationships that I formed, and what I'm building towards, especially with this platform, is just opportunities to share factual information that's interesting and profound and connects to specific people, because those are the people that I'm making real relationships with as I continue deep into this pivot and regain my confidence. I can see the relationships that I've formed and maybe where I've gone wrong. I know that over the last 3 years, it's been transitioning away from toxic friendships, fake friendships, lackluster friendships, and friendships of convenience, people that don't really know me, but people that I've allowed in my life. No harm, no foul, nothing negative. I'm just not that person. I have not fully reinvented myself, but I've definitely reformulated my attack. Um, I left the greatest city with the greatest people and the greatest situation on earth to deeply entrench myself somewhere I could find and raise a family. And that's what I'm doing. Um, I'm definitely not saying that it's 100% wholesome and I've fully made that transition, but I can say that I've planted those seeds and I've begun that process. I've made myself more aware of so many things gratefully and thankfully in that transition, and I'm ready. I'm actually prepared. My life and my lifestyle have changed dramatically, and I am so grateful for it. The people, the person that I've revolved my life around is so unique, special, and important to me. I have no regrets. I've made an entire life with someone that I'm not sure if I would have committed to, someone that I saw value in immediately, someone that I trusted my connection with and believe in my affection for, because the hardest part of this lifestyle in my journey, especially if you've kept up early in this project, is real love. It's so hard for me to find connection. I'm not saying I don't love these hoes, but I truly don't love these hoes. Women have always been a very interesting dynamic for me because I am hard to please and I do have high standards. To find someone that I can have both affection and connection for has been life changing. I think that that is seen, felt, and known. And that warms my heart to know that it may be one of those situations that's true and pure. America's richest billionaires and the four richest black people in America are names that I think we all need to be aware of. I think these are stories that we need to be connected to. And number one is Alexander Karp, who has a net worth of $14.3 billion. This man found his wealth from a software firm. And number two, obviously, is the bragging rights of my hometown of St. Louis, Missouri, what we used to know as Worldwide Technologies, if I'm not mistaken, um, is the number two richest black man in America, an IT provider. Number three is Robert Smith with a net worth of $10 billion, dollars, finding his money in private equity. I think that he is the most prominent of these personalities. I think that he is one that many have seen, and we still don't know his story fully. But number four, who has a third of the wealth of the number three billionaire, a name that we all know. And I don't know how many of us can put a finger on specifically anything that Michael Jordan has done for us, individually or collectively, besides those shoes the kids used to get staffed for when I was younger. Um, but Shout out to the brother. He made his money. $3.8 billion. Michael Jordan um, are the four richest black men in America. They are all men, um, and that doesn't diminish from the value of any woman. Um, but the four richest black people in America are all men, and we should know their name. With this media platform, my burden is very simple: to provide information and do my best to make people lethal with it. And I hope that I've done that. This was a very different episode. I'm really celebrating because, like I said, 2025 has been a year of transition, a year of dedication, a year of service. And I plan to have 20 more seasons just like this. My life is truly committed to service, to serving my community wherever it may be, whether I'm in the Midwest, on the East Coast, in the West, or down South. My identity is forged in my ability to give back, to lead, and to push all generations towards their individual greatness. And 2025 has been a transformative year for me as an individually, spiritually. It has been a success for me financially. It has been incredibly productive. And I continue or plan to continue to extend this momentum into 2026. I have resolutions that individually I will get behind and I will speak their existence and pray for their fruition. I will work as diligently as I possibly can to ensure the success of all the individual projects that I have invested myself in. And I pray that I maintain these amazing relationships that I've been able to form over the past couple of years, because it has not been easy. Again, there's nothing more eye opening, spiritually awakening than observing the people that you value in your life, then really looking at your business partners, at your friends, your associates, your colleagues, the people that you spend most of your time with, and making a declaration. Do I love these people and do they love me? I have experienced and observed firsthand powerlessness on both of these parties. People that are forced to work with, I'm not going to curse, I want to so bad, to work with people that they don't respect, to work with people that they don't like, to work with people they don't trust, to be surrounded by people they don't agree with, to be surrounded in negativity is misery. It's complete drudgery. And to have the privilege and to be empowered to work with professionals, to work with people that I believe in, to be surrounded by educated veterans who have not only purpose and power and privilege, but potential is powerful. And that's what I've experienced in 2025. I have experienced in 2025 an appreciation for greatness that's outside of myself, appreciation for professionals that aspire to do more, sometimes with less, but to do more, not only for themselves, their clients, but their communities. And that, for me, has made all the difference. Continue to support themodernblackman.com. Read my articles of information and peep the podcast that I'm going to create after this episode. This was a very special YouTube episode for me because I'm just previewing things to come. I'm alluding to a future that pleases me very much, but it pleases me most because of the potential for change within others. The power of transformation is so real and undernoted. Until the next episode, peace.